So I was a little hungry for snack, which is kind of my third meal. I don't eat real 3 big meals, but if I do get hungry, my third meal of the day is more like a snack. So I took half of the avocado, which was from Costco, which was beautiful. And I'm just gonna have some of these Trader Joe's sweet potato chips, not chips, sorry, sweet potato crackers. And I just mashed it with a little bit of salt. I usually like it with lime juice, but I don't have any. So I'm tempted to put lime essential oil. I don't know. One day I'll try that. But I'm going to have it with a few crackers, and that's my snack to hold me off until dinner. There you go. So I really do like guacamole with sweet potato chips, but I don't have any. So next time I go to Whole Foods or Costco, no, I don't think Costco has it. Does Costco have it? I don't know. I'm going to have to check. Or Trader Joe's. I'm going to get myself some sweet potato chips because I do like guacamole with that. But I'm going to try it with the crackers. So tonight's dinner is, I got the beef. I'm going to make mini meatballs with these little rolls we got from Walmart. They're teeny tiny, so I got to make teeny tiny meatballs. This whole bag was $2.39. Then I got some sauce, the organic Bello, which is very low in sodium. Marinara sauce. I'm going to fry them up in the Ninja and then throw the sauce and let them simmer. That's dinner tonight. So for my meatballs, I do not have breadcrumbs, but I do have some sliced bread. And that's what my mother-in-law does with her meatballs. She adds just chunks of sliced bread to it. And then I am going to add the flaxseed, extra fiber, and omega-3s for everyone. You got the egg. I need salt, Italian seasoning, and some milk. I'll make my little teeny tiny meatballs. Italian seasoning, eggs, I put milk, flaxseed, and salt. Little meatballs, look how small they are. Oops, I want to burn myself. Let me do this hand so it's not in the shadow. So, oh, it's still in the shadow. But they're tiny, they're teeny tiny. Usually I like making bigger ones. So I cut these little rolls like a book. This one is still attached, but I don't think I'm going to eat mine like a sandwich. I think I want just meatballs and like garlic bread. But I'm going to put some garlic butter and toast them like that. Hopefully they stay open a little bit so that we'll have these meatball parm heroes on garlic bread. I still have some garlic butter left from Whole Foods. So if I do run out, I'll just put garlic powder and some regular butter. But I'm going to toast that up like that. Put the meatballs in. Put the mozzarella cheese on top. And then melt it. Yeah, I really miss New York heroes. Put them in the broiler. So they're a little toasty. And now I'm melting the butter. And I'm going to dab it on with a brush. And then just brush it on. I might need 2 hands for this. So when I went to diabetic camp, this is how they made toast. They would toast the bread and then with a paintbrush put the melted butter on. And then it just seemed like the bread absorbed, just got so buttery. And us campers used to tell the kitchen staff, be generous with the butter because it was so good. So even though I made 1/3 of the package, there's quite a few meatballs. So I'm going to save those and freeze them for another dish. Pasta. And now fully cook the rest of these in the sauce. And there you go. I'm going to stick them in the broiler and they'll melt. Deliciousness. So there it is. They didn't want to wait for the cheese to be fully melted. And then I made Caesar. That's dinner tonight. So today I'm going to make some pumpkin bread. I know it's not the season, but I have like 3 boxes in my pantry. And then I use pureed pumpkin, both from Trader Joe's, in a can. I think I have another one of these in the pantry as well. So I'm making the mix. I use half the can, actually a little more than half of the pureed pumpkin to make it nice and moist. And then I'm trying to put this back on so I could put it back in the refrigerator for something else. So the recipe asks for 1 package of mix, 2 large eggs, half a cup of oil, 1 cup of water. There you go. My fresh eggs. Yay, they're back. I'm so excited. Spring's here. And then I used avocado oil because you don't want any flavor to it. And then you put it in the loaf pan. That's my Pampered Chef, which I buttered. And then I forgot to put the walnuts because John loves walnuts. This is basically for him. So I'm trying to mix it in right now as it's in its baking container. Yeah, I forgot. He's the only one that likes walnuts in his bread. The rest of us won't eat this. Yeah. See, this is why I don't bake. I'm telling you. So the oven has to be preheated to 345 in my oven, 350 in everyone else's oven. And there it is. Not too bad. I think it's going to work. So dinner tonight's going to be grilled chicken, which this is Costco grilled chicken, well, Costco chicken. I'm going to slice them in half because they are pretty thick. And then we had some frozen orzo pasta with the Parmesan and some peas. So I froze it. And then I'm going to make I have some fresh broccoli. So that will be dinner tonight. So I sliced up some of them thirds because some of the breasts were really big. So I sliced up the chicken breasts. I think I'm going to add, I have just not that much extra virgin olive oil here. And then I think I'm going to do the Bohemian Forest European seasoning. It smells really good. I know there's rosemary in it. Some other things. Let's see if I can read it. Here you go. Black pepper, salt, thyme, savory, lavender. Wow. Parsley, brown mustard seeds, garlic. Interesting. There's the rosemary. All right, so I'm going to add that. Okay, so I had to add some of my adobo spice blend because I didn't have enough of the Bohemian to cover all the chicken. So John's going to grill it. A little chilly out there. Damp, chilly day. It's like, feels like 46 or something like that. Then I'm going to get that heated and chop up some fresh broccoli. Our neighbor brought us over some brisket that they were grilling. So we're trying pieces of brisket. John grilled the chicken. I heated up the frozen orzo pasta and I cut up some fresh broccoli and micro steamed it. And now we have a lot of chicken left over for lunches. That's dinner tonight. Dinner tonight is German hamburgers. I'll post the link below of when I made them. And then I'm going to make that 3-ingredient creamy mac and cheese for dinner. Dinner with that creamy mac and cheese. 3 ingredients. I'm loving that recipe. So tonight's dinner is meatballs. And I added 3 sausages in there because there wasn't a lot of meatballs. I'm going to have that with rigatoni. I'm going to make garlic bread with this bread that I had in the refrigerator from Walmart. So make garlic bread with that. And then Costco squash, I'm gonna cut it up and roast it. Love it. Put some adobo on it. That's dinner tonight. I diced up a yellow squash and a green squash. So I'm gonna add some garlic oil. This is from Costco. Drizzle that on. Some salt. I'll toss it. And some pepper. And then, I guess I should turn my oven on. It's weird. 425 actually does work on my oven. And so does 450. Anything above 400 is normal temp. I mean, yeah, works correctly. Under that, you got to take 5 degrees off. Whirlpool. Don't understand. And I had it fixed. Pasta is in. I love the Seco rigatoni. The best rigatoni I've ever had. And I cut up like 7, 8 of those rolls. They're really tiny. They're really small. And I'm going to toast them up in the broiler and then melt some butter and add garlic to that and then brush it on. And that'll be our garlic bread. And in the meantime, the boys do not eat zucchini, so I'm going to get some frozen broccoli and steam it for them. Stuck them in the oven. It's another little toasty. And I sprinkled some garlic powder on it. Now I'm melting some butter to dab it on and let that garlic powder sink into the nooks and crannies. And I got the broccoli in there. Zucchini's doing good. Pasta's done. I added some of the sauce to coat. Ooh, I gotta get the Parmesan cheese out. And the meatballs and sausages are done. Oh, and then Sean wanted green beans. We had some leftover green beans in the refrigerator, so I'm heating that up. Look at that bread plate. We actually have company tonight. One of Sean's friends is over for dinner. So, and I got my Parmesan cheese out. The zucchini's ready. And I'm just heating up the broccoli again. And that's it. And there it is plated. Delish. So for dinner tonight, I had a lot of potatoes that have to be used up. That mammoth, like 50 pounds of potatoes from Costco's that you get. And so this is the last of them. So I'm going to roast them. Put some Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, some oil, salt and pepper. And then I have a rotisserie chicken from Costco, so I'm going to cut it up. I think I did it before, and I'm going to heat it up, but I'm also going to make that Tuscan creamy garlic pan sauce so that it could just pour all over yumminess. And then a vegetable. So that's dinner tonight. So there's my garlic powder, my onion powder, and my Italian seasoning with some avocado oil. And then I'm just going to roast them at like 425. And there's dinner. So the creamy Tuscan chicken and roasted potatoes and some broccoli. And I actually took apart the roasted chicken and I just threw it in the sauce. So I'll link the recipe for the creamy garlic Tuscan chicken below, and that is dinner tonight. Hey guys, tonight's dinner is asparagus and onions, but there's more to it. So I'm making some meat sauce and linguini, and that's dinner tonight. And there it is. I added some sauce from the meat sauce. My asparagus and onions are done, and I made broccoli for the boys. That's dinner tonight. Boys are upstairs playing video games, but there's John's plate. I got the block of Parmesan and my plate. Notice half is vegetables. I actually put some of the pasta back because I took too much. That's dinner tonight. Good morning, guys. So breakfast today, I'm making an omelet for John. We have some leftover peppers and onions from the fajitas. I have some turkey here he wants cut up. We have some potatoes. So basically, I guess gonna make like
it's a working from home brunch.
A clean out the fridge brunch. Brunch? It's only 9:40.
Oh, I got up at 6.
So like a frittata or something like that. And then me and Michael got creative. We had some of that Pillsbury dough crescent rolls, and we had some breakfast sausage patties. So we cooked up the sausage patties and sliced them up and rolled them up like pigs in a blanket. So that's breakfast.
If it's reasonably
Potatoes.
priced, we could do it again. If it's too expensive, don't do it.
Turkey. Smells good. Added some spinach. And I put a slice of Swiss. And look at those. Yeah, so I cut up sausage patties into thirds after I cooked them. And we rolled them up. We get these breakfast sausage patties, and they've been sitting in the freezer. So they haven't been eating them. At one point, they used to eat them a lot, but not that much anymore. So that was a creative way of trying to get rid of some. And that's breakfast. So tonight's dinner is going to be skirt steak and mashed potatoes. So that big bag of potatoes I bought from Costco. One night I made a whole bunch of mashed potatoes. I also made the mashed potatoes for the cottage pie. Ooh, caught myself. And so this is a lot of the leftover mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna just heat that up, add some more milk and butter, and get that going. But with the skirt steak, I made this, I don't even know when. So I gotta, I don't know if I'll find it. But it's a marinade that I made. And I know I mentioned the pasta seasoning blend from Trader Joe's that they don't sell anymore, and I kept the jar. So I kept the ingredient list and I made my own. And I kind of go by smell. I forgot what's in there. So I'll try to find that. But I mix it with avocado oil and balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to marinate the skirt steak in it, and then we're going to pan cook it, and I'll see what vegetables I have to make on the side. And that is dinner tonight. So I mixed oil and the vinegar together. Then I'm going to put some generous amounts of this spice blend in there. And I'm going to pour it on my skirt steak, and I definitely didn't make enough marinade to cover it. So I'm just going to keep, what's the words I'm looking for? Come on, help me. I'm going to keep rotating the meat upside down, forward, backwards, inside out. Flip it. So it gets nice and coated, and all of them can get the marinade on it. So words just weren't working for me. There we go. I'll scrape out some of that goodness and let it sit. Yummy. And the mashed potatoes are warming up. And I pulled out some veggie blend. But seriously, this is such a small amount. I'm going to see if I could add it to something else. Ooh. Dangerous. So I added half a stick of butter and some more milk to get it going. and loosen it up because a lot of the moisture would evaporate as it sat there from the first time you made it. So that's almost done, and I have the veggie blend in the microwave. Sorry. Oh my goodness, dangerous. And I have Brussels sprouts for me for the next micro steamer. Loving the Brussels sprouts. Very good for you. Cruciferous vegetables. Oh my goodness. And there's dinner. Good morning, guys. So for breakfast for the boys, I'm going to make some vanilla creamer French toast. I think I have more bread somewhere I got to find, but I want to use that up. That's been sitting around for a while in the refrigerator. And when my brother-in-law came to visit, he loves French vanilla creamer. I bought this one, and my husband was like, oh, it's vanilla, not French vanilla. I said, yeah, but it's organic. And, I want to make sure my brother-in-law has good stuff. But he ended up buying that, I guess, I forgot what the other brand is, Carnation or something like that, French vanilla creamer. And a small one because he was only here for a couple days. And I told him not to throw it out, but he threw it out. And I said, well, don't throw this one out. I'll make French toast with it. So I'm going to make French toast with the vanilla creamer. So I don't have to add vanilla, obviously. Just eggs, milk, pinch of salt, some sugar, some cinnamon, and my griddle. That's breakfast. So right now I have 4 eggs. If I was making a lot, yeah, I guess 4 eggs is good enough. Then I do a pinch of salt. And then I'm going to pour this creamer in. I don't know if I need another egg or not. Then cinnamon. Oh, and I need to get sugar. And you just beat it. Beat it. So I remember when I was little, I loved the way French toast batter smelled. And I used to ask to my mom if I can drink it. So she's like, no, because there's raw eggs in it. So she used to make me milk with cinnamon, vanilla, and sugar. And I would drink it. So I'm using ghee. Brush that on. Let me get my brush. It's in here somewhere. Huh. My brush is in the dishwasher. Oh well. And then you dip. And sizzle. Now I made a whole bunch already. So the boys are going to like that. I've also done this French toast with leftover eggnog. They really like that too. Or like the French toast bake with the eggnog. That's a good one too. But using up the vanilla creamer, yeah, and that's breakfast.